Fuck, I'm gonna show you guys what's up. Woo. Straight into it. I don't give a fuck. Woo! You dropped like 2.1 kilograms this week.
Yeah.
So some of that would be water weight, but overall you are losing fat. There's no doubt about it. You've been losing fat for the last 4 weeks. Beautiful. I think we're definitely on track to getting that 70 kg milestone.
Hell yeah.
What would you say? I reckon we could probably hit that goal a bit early. What do you reckon?
I reckon so.
If we keep losing fat at a rate of like 0.8 to 1 kilogram a week, you're gonna be done.
Might work.
Yeah. Kind of fearful I may have lost muscle if I'm able to hit same weight as before, but could be numerous reasons. Look, I would keep tracking that. I think if you've just found that this week, it could just be a deviation. You've been adhering to the training program and you've been adherent to the meal plan, which is enough protein as well. So you are not going to be losing muscle, bro. I'll tell you.
Okay.
This is exactly where you need to be. You mentioned your sleep has reduced.
Yeah.
Right.
Sleep
So
has reduced. Yeah.
So that is also a big factor to do with recovery. Right.
Yeah.
So the 3 pillars of recovery, I would say, would be sleep as your number one, very underrated.
The results are kind of like behind you, so it's like.
Yeah. But it's good, like when you see the results, you kind of become addicted.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hit my steps today because like I can see what that's doing for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's only gonna be a positive flywheel. You're gonna keep doing the things, you're gonna keep getting shredded.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't flex this time.
Yeah, but you didn't even flex, but it looks better.
I'm excited for it, but
Yeah, man.
Alright. Appreciate
Awesome
you,
work,
man.
G. I'll catch you later next
Thank
week.
you so much.
See you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Boom. Client meeting done. Ooh. I love my job, bro. So good. We've got Addy. Absolutely killing it. He's 2 kilograms down this week. Looking so much leaner. The definition on this guy is really coming through. So I'm just so excited what he's going to achieve. He's only been, 6 weeks in to the program. So, yeah, no. He's going to be an absolute killer. You'll see. But we're going to be starting the brother-to-brother chat just like this. Right off the meeting, we're going straight into the brother-to-brother chat. I'm going to get my fruit, my coffee, and we'll sit down. We'll have a good chat together, all right? Catch you guys there. All right, we were going to do, don't worry, we're going to get into the brother-to-brother chat, but before, we're going to do a few exercises, all right? I'll show you guys. I don't think I've ever like publicly recorded myself train. I don't know. I feel like it's a very intimate thing to me. I like to hit it hard when no one's watching. You know what I mean? I don't know. When the cameras are there, I don't know, I feel shy. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't actually shown you guys how I train, because it's a big part of the transformation. You got to know how to train correctly. So I'll be doing a bit more of these lately. I don't really like whipping out the camera in public gyms. I don't know, it's not me. But I've got this little power station that has been with me since year 12. This got me through year 12. This got me the 99.68, and I'll tell you why it came in so clutch. Every single time I was studying the hardest subject in Australia, mathematics specialist, the highest degree of maths, I wanted to kill myself, right? That's haram, by the way, I'm just joking. This is for comedic, exaggerated effect. Just spent hours in my book. My whole book would be full within a few months. Like, that's how much I did maths. It paid off in the end. I ended up duxing the whole cohort. I ended up scoring the highest in Queensland by the end. So it paid off, but it wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for this beauty, the power station behind me, right? What I would do is every single hour and a half, 2 hours of work, I would come down here. At the time it was in the garage, go down to the garage, whip out as much pull-ups as I could, whip out as much dips as I could, 3 rounds of that, boom, locked back in, shower, back to work. And I would repeat. And this came in so clutch because I find that hitting it hard physically, exercise, is the number one, I don't care what anyone tells you, it is the number one recharge for the mind. It allows you to really push the limit here. Okay, so I love it, absolutely love it. This came in so clutch. So we're gonna whip out a couple pull-ups, a couple dips, come along. We're drinking our signature coconut water. Absolutely love it. The secret juice. Alright. Let's fucking go. See how much we can do. A wide grip. Alright, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're probably gonna go to 20. One more for good luck. There we go. 21 pull-ups. 21 pull-ups, which is good. And yeah, we've been on the lean bulk for a while. Probably around 2 months and 1 week. So 9 weeks. We're 82 kilograms at the beginning. Now we're weighing in this morning at 88.6. Keeping it lean. You know what? But you know, we're staying humble, so we're gonna be fully clothed today. So very professional. All right, let's go dips. Look, you guys are probably wondering, Jad, what about recovery? What about rest times? Look, I'm all about that. You know, when I'm in the gym, I train very strict with my program, but this is fun. This is just having fun. And I find sometimes the best ways to train is the way that you enjoy, because you're gonna show up consistently with a smile on your face, you're gonna push absolutely to your limit, and that's what's gonna get results at the end of the day, okay? Consistency, showing up. People say discipline, you know, it's about showing up when you don't want to, but imagine if you wanted to do it. Imagine if you wanted to do that extra rep because you know how good it is for you, because you're in love with the person you're becoming. That's passion. That's executing with passion. That's why I say all the time, you're gonna be undeniable, unbeatable, bro. Right? So, you know, there's a time and place for discipline. Discipline is a tool at the end of the day, but it's not everything. It's a tool that you have in your back pocket that you can whip out when time gets shit. But if discipline is the only driving force keeping you going, your eyes aren't gonna light up when you're doing the thing. You aren't gonna experience true fulfillment on that path. So find what clicks for you instead, and watch yourself do the things that other people consider to be hard effortlessly. All right, let's go. We're gonna roll up the sleeves. All right, for dips, I like to keep them real strict. No swings. I like to lean over the bar, so my chest is actually isolated, and I do a bit of a pause stretch at the bottom. All right, so cheeky coconut water break. And I'll probably move you guys to a place where you can see me better. Maybe here. See how that looks. Beautiful. Don't mind the equipment. Just doing some work here. All right, so let's go. We're gonna go for 20. Six, 7, 8. We said 20. We're gonna pump out 10 more, but quicker. Let's fucking go, baby. Probably wondering, Jad, what are we working with right now? Yeah, well, fuck it. That's it. Fuck, I'm gonna show you guys what's up. Here we go. Look at this. Absolutely, bro. Look at the size. This right here, this is what's possible when you commit to your craft, when you are consistent, when you stop making fucking excuses, when you stop blaming everyone else and start blaming yourself. This is a form of self-love. This gym, me and the weights, this is therapy. This is how I deserve my food. This is how I deserve the pleasures in life. Through suffering, through pushing the limit. And by doing this, you evolve. And that evolution, that physical evolution, is going to bleed into every other area of your life, bro. I'll tell you right now, this is the greatest investment you can make. And it's not too late to start. I don't care if you're 10 years old or you're 60 years old. Build your physique, bro. And this will grow as a result. You instill another level of self-belief when you prove to yourself that you're not a piece of shit. This is not meant to upset you. This is to inspire you, bro. Okay, if something like this offends you, then if you think, oh, Jad, it's too much. I don't want my whole life to revolve around the gym. I don't want to cut out my favorite stuff. You know, it's not worth it. Or, you know, this is just showing off. This is just vanity. Then I ask you to look deep inside yourself. Look yourself in the mirror with full accountability, full honesty. Do you like what you see? If the answer is no, do something about it. Your life does not have to revolve around your fitness journey. It's actually the opposite. Fitness is what is going to supercharge the rest of your life. When you become the man who does what he says he's going to. When you walk with conviction, your head held high, your confidence, people can smell it, people can feel it, people call it aura. This is a very real thing. People say, okay, getting my physique, it's gonna cost me so much time. If I wanna get a coach, it's gonna cost me so much money. But how much is it costing you 5, 10, 20 years down the line by not upgrading, by not stepping into that version of yourself that you are called for? How much is that costing you? Opportunities, relationships, maybe more money, right? Being fitter has definitely made me more money. The way I walk into the room, the way I command respect, the way I speak, it all links together. Right, so don't think to yourself what's going to cost me in terms of effort, time, sacrifice now, but think about how much it's going to cost you. The price of inaction. People think it's $0, but I guarantee you it's a lot more than investing in yourself today. Let's fucking go. Let's rip out a couple more, baby. Let's go. Fuck, the camera's not even in the right spot. Over now, you can see me. Let's go, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight into it. I don't give a fuck. All right. I think we've deserved. We now deserve to have a bit of a brother to brother chat. The work is done. So let's get into it. I'll catch you guys when I sit down. Let me move the camera. Whew. All right. Let's get to the chatting part that you guys have all been waiting for. Let's go. Alrighty. There we go. Jad here. Jad the Chatty. Back with another one. Back with another Brothers Above the Chat. We got the beautiful Piccolo. Gorgeous. We got coconut water that kept us hydrated. We got banana, fruit. Let's actually peel this open real quick. So, topic for today is really undetermined, but I thought I'd just hop on here, and this will be more of a gratitude post. I'm so grateful for how things are unfolding in my life right now. I can't be more grateful. And you're probably wondering, like, what is the things that's happened? Life. Isn't that enough to be grateful for that? Like, honestly, the fact that I can do what I love and I can really help other people is such a blessing, bro. Like, honestly, it is such a blessing. And I try sometimes to break out of the trap of being so caught up in what I'm doing and take a moment and just look around and really just show some gratitude to what I have right now. The food I have on the table, the ability that I have to help other people in real time. You've seen the work I've been able to do, even with just the client that I hopped on just before this chat. The body that I have, the mind that I have that's able to articulate ideas. I'm grateful for all of it. And the thing about gratefulness, people act like, being grateful and showing gratitude has to be for something that comes into your life for luck. Me being grateful about these things is in no way suggesting that the things that happened to me were all a luck or random. I worked for all of this, right? This was not by random luck. This was designed. The body I built was designed with an intentional, meticulous strategy. Same as me right now, being able to work on this business. I took big risks, big bets on myself to be able to do this now. And that's why I always say, it's a choice. The people that always say, oh, there's a saying in Arabic that says, "Takanna ala Allah," which means leave it in God's hands. And I definitely and totally agree with that. However, I know a lot of people that leave stuff. They act like their fate is already predetermined and they put no work in to make that happen. And in my eyes, that is not how fate works. Fate, I treat as your potential. That's what fate is. Your destiny. But your destiny is never going to just knock on your door and come and greet you. You have to work for it. Right? And I think I heard this quote the other day that's like, you have to work like it's up to you, but believe like it's up to God, or something like that. And it's totally true, man. Nothing in your life is ever going to come as a quote unquote blessing unless you deserve it. Right? You have to be willing to put the work in. It's all a choice at the end of the day. And I think the big thing is making that choice. Most people don't make the choice. They don't actively decide what do they want. They end up getting into the field that they put in. They work a random job and they're stuck in the loop. They're stuck in the hamster wheel. They don't waking up on a conscious level, being aware of what they're actually doing and why they are doing it. Right? That is the first step. After that, it's being willing and bold enough to make that choice, despite what other people say, despite your doubts. Because in the end, that is all a construct of the mind to keep you safe, to keep you comfortable. And you are most comfortable where you are. That's not where growth lives. Growth lives on the edge. That edge between your comfort zone and where the next level is. That's growth. You have to step outside the box. You have to sometimes even break the box to get to that next level. So Are you willing to do that? A lot of people aren't, and that is why they are miserable. But again, this is just my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, you can just scroll away. That's all right. I think I'm grateful for these videos as well because it really gets me to actually voice my thoughts. And I'm happy to be told I'm wrong as well. And my thoughts are constantly developing over time. I would be a fucking fool if I thought that whatever I said was gospel. It's not. The person I was a year ago is totally different to the person I am now. And I actually just caught up with a few friends for my medical cohort, and I just got me thinking, like, the state that I was in 1 year from now, I would never have imagined in my wildest dreams that I would be here right now speaking to a camera on YouTube, training and helping other people achieve their dream physique. Like, I would never have imagined I'd be in this position. Right? So things can really change quicker than you can imagine. You are closer to your goals, to your purpose than you think. And right now, if you feel like you're struggling, you don't know where you're heading, everything seems dark, there is light on the other end of that tunnel, right? You just have to be willing to make a few bold choices. Literally. It's literally not an exaggeration. Your dream life, bro, of everything working out and you being fulfilled is only a couple, no more than a few bold choices away. Most people don't make a single bold choice in their entire fucking life. And it's no surprise that they're stuck in something that they hate. This was my biggest fear. I'd rather endure the temporary pain of making an uncomfortable decision than the slow pain of regret. Me regretting not living life to its highest possible capacity. Me regretting putting my dreams to the side and settling for average. I would rather endure the short-term pain. And I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking painful. It was so painful. But now I just feel so free, and I'm far from where I need to be, but I feel so comfortable in where I am, and I feel so content with my position because I know where it's heading. I know that if I stay in this game long enough, there's not a shred of doubt that I'm going to get exactly where I need to be. It's purely just patience. Good things do take longer than we expect them to. And I think that's another point as well. Sometimes people make the bold choice and they expect the outcome to come within a week of making that choice. And that's not how it works. Right? Especially if what you're chasing is a very ambitious dream like mine. I want to change millions of people's lives. I want to change the fucking world. I want to redefine the health space. I think right now it is reactive medicine. Traditional medicine is reactive. We wait for people to get sick and then we plummet them with pills and surgery to fix the symptoms. That is not health in my eyes. That's not how medicine should be practiced. Medicine should be proactive rather than reactive. Why are we spending all our healthcare dollars into treating disease after it's occurred? Why don't we take the necessary interventions before? Why don't we focus on lifestyle, the cause of over 90% of chronic diseases? Lifestyle. Nobody is talking about it because it doesn't make money. But I'm here to change that shit. Right? If we focus on lifestyle, we focus on building habits through nutrition, sleep, and exercise, we can prevent 90% of diseases from occurring, or at least delay their progression. Right? So I'm so passionate about that. And no one's talking about it because it's free. It's not appreciated. But the power of that is out of this world. And that is my mission, I feel. To take a proactive approach, to prevent disease, to help people thrive, not just survive. All right? What's the point otherwise? I think I always saw medicine. That's the reason I wanted to be a doctor. The whole point of me wanting to be a doctor is to make people healthier, to make people live the quality life that they're called for. But medicine nowadays is all about just saving people from death. That's not the same as letting people be healthier. That's just stopping them from dying. That's different. And I realized that within second year, and I'm like, okay, no, I have to step away this year and really learn what is right. Really learn and take matters into my own hands. I wasn't afraid to do that. Thank fuck I did, bro. But going back to the initial situation, that was fucking painful. Making that bold choice to take a gap year from medical school and let all my colleagues pass me, that was hard. And it's not like I was finding medicine difficult either. I was 7 GPAing medical school. I always go about it, but it's a fucking flex. In my eyes, it's a fucking flex. I'm going to keep saying that till the day I die. I 7 GPA medical school while running a business. Fucking get mad at me. That's the reality, right? But like, that was a fucking hard decision. Turning my back on all of that. I even turned my back on the original business too. All those were bold decisions, and they sucked. The first 2-3 months, it sucked. It sucked so much, bro. I was in so much pain mentally. I was overthinking everything. I couldn't fucking sleep. That's how bad it was. But I'll tell you, there is nothing. I would rather endure that pain till the day I die than feel the pain of regret. I should have. I could have. This is what I was capable of. But I didn't do it because I was too fucking scared what other people will think, whether I'd fail or not. Make that choice, bro. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but trust me, there is light on the other end of that tunnel. There is always light on the other end of that tunnel if you pursue your goal, if you walk through your door unapologetically. Really powerful shit. So, yeah, I just feel so content now where I am, and there's still a long way to go in the business. I am still relatively broke. Okay, I'm not talking to you as a guru. I haven't made it. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just sharing my journey because I would regret not documenting this when I make it. Not if I make it, when I make it. I would regret not documenting this moment. So, that's what we're doing. That's what we're fucking doing. So, yeah. But make that choice. Make that choice because at the end of the day, it is all a choice. The life that you live now is a byproduct of the choices and actions you have made in the past. Don't let the choices you make in the past, don't let the choices you make now haunt you in the future. Right? I think you can probably make 99% of your decisions can be made in the best way by thinking about it like that. 1 year down the line, are you going to be grateful that you made the decision, or are you going to be haunted by the fact you made the decision? Think about that. That should be your compass in terms of what decisions you make. Are you going to regret it, or are you going to be grateful you did it? Right? Not thinking about how you feel now, because how you feel now is purely just your mind trying to keep you comfortable. That is not a reliable compass. I find it's fast forwarding yourself in the future and thinking about how you'd feel about that decision. And if the overall remark of that decision is going to be a positive thing, then fucking do it and don't care what other people say. Those are my thoughts. Such a juicy apple. And I think most people quit too early as well. That's a big thing. I know a lot of dudes, a lot of like-minded guys that have the exact same mindset as me. They know they're capable of more, and they're not afraid to bite the bullet, pull the trigger, and make the decision that's best for them. However, they severely underestimate the time that it takes and the effort that it takes to actually pull off what they want to do. They're like, bro, I want to own this business, and bro, I want this, and bro, I want to get in shape, and bro, I want to do all this. Okay, bro, I understand you do, and you definitely can do it. But they do it for a month. They're locked in for a month, 2 months. They're eating clean. They're going to the gym every single day. They don't fall off. And then they have one mistake, all or nothing mindset kicks in, and they stop giving a fuck. They stop doing what they need to be doing. And they're like, oh, I tried and it didn't work. I tried it and it failed. But that is severely underestimating the time and effort that it would take to get your result. Okay, it takes years to build the physique I have. It's a lifestyle. It takes years to build a great business. I'm 3 months in. Do I really expect myself to be succeeding right now? No. It's all about the learning curve. It's about going through that journey, evolving throughout. Most people never experience that, never get there because they quit too early. They give up too early. They don't see the signs that they expect to. They don't see the growth that they expect to, that they see online. And they give up so quick. Instead, you should be thinking about, how do I actually keep going? How do I make this so fulfilling and so purposeful that I'm going to continue to do this to the day I die? This is how you should be thinking about your hustles, right? For me, I'm in this for the long game. That's why I'm so excited by going to work every single day and doing this, because I know it's only a matter of time till it pops off, because I'm not fucking quitting, right? There's no way that it's not going to work, because I'm not going to quit. That's the mindset you should have, bro. Not, oh, I'm going to try this for 1 month and see how it goes. And if it's not how I expect, that's it. I'm going to give up. That's not how it works, bro. You're not going to see the results in 1 month. You get it? It's not going to happen. That's why I say execute with passion. I always go back to this rule. I'm going to make this a fucking law, bro. Execute with passion. I haven't seen anyone else say that online. It's all about discipline. Discipline this, discipline that. Do it even if you don't want to. Like I said at the beginning of this video, discipline is a tool, but it shouldn't be the main driving factor to getting the work done because you're going to be fucking miserable. The fact that you have to use discipline all the time shows me and shows yourself that maybe you just don't want to do it. Maybe you just aren't fulfilled by this project. And in that case, you should reconsider. You should think about doing something that really aligns with your heart. And I'm not going to, there are people that succeed purely off discipline. And you can find success, but you're also going to be fucking miserable. I don't want to do that trade-off either. I'm an extremely selfish person, bro. Like, I want to make the cake and eat it. I want to bake the cake and eat it, right? So for me, I'm not even willing to compromise doing something that I don't like to get successful. I want to love it. I want to love it because I know me loving the project, me loving the business, me loving the grind is going to make me show up every single day at 110%. Do the things required, do the things that other people consider to be so difficult effortlessly. And that is my unfair advantage. I'm going to outwork you because I fucking want to be there. This is the secret. This is why through school, I was lapping everyone academically because I loved the content. I wanted to solve the maths problem. Back to me duxing the whole cohort. People were relying on discipline to get the work done, but I fucking wanted to solve the problem. I liked that. I wanted to find the answers. So, as a result, I was making progress. I was putting in more hours than the other people because I wanted to be there. I didn't need to take a 5-hour long brain break. 5 minutes, back in the game. I wanted it. I loved it. This is your unfair advantage. Your passion. You being passionate about something is going to make you outwork 99% of your competition. Simple as that, guys. That's why I say, find what you're passionate about and execute with fucking passion. Execute with passion. Do what you love because you're going to outwork every single person who is relying on discipline to get by. You're going to do it because you want to. You're going to show up each day to work with a fucking smile on your face and absolutely take over and dominate. And if you don't have this fire in your heart about anything, then it's not the fact that you are broken, but you are lacking a very fundamental force in the universe. The force that is responsible for everything, and that is energy. You might be lacking energy. And I'll tell you what, the number one way to restore your vibrance, to rejuvenate yourself, to win back your energy, and as a result, win back your time, your effort, get in shape. Build back your health. Get in fucking shape and maximize your health. That's the number one way to get back energy. And as a result, that's why getting in shape is the prerequisite to finding a life, building a life that you are passionate about, because it gives you the life force, the vitality, the energy to get after it, to find your passion in the first place and to execute with passion. It's all through energy. So if you don't have a infinite reservoir of energy coming from you, then you're going to struggle to do that. Then you're going to rely on discipline. Discipline's for average people. The fucking geniuses. The fucking Elon Musks. The fucking top echelon. They got some discipline, but you have to be a bit autistic about it. You've got to have the tism about your craft. You've got to be so fucking obsessed with it. You've got to love it. And there's going to be hard moments, right? You have to sacrifice for love. That's the thing that most people don't realize as well. Like, you have to sacrifice for the thing you love. Doing something you love is very different to doing something because you like it. Love and like are very different. Because I love something, I'm willing to endure hard things that I might not like for that thing that I love, because I'm in love with the version of the person I'm becoming. I'm in love with where that journey is going to take me. So I'm willing to endure hard things for that. This is why I find myself going to the gym effortlessly, even though it's hard, because I love the person I'm becoming. This is what execute with passion is all about. Embody that. And you'll be all fucking gravy. All right? You're going to be all good. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you. Execute with passion. Rejuvenate your energy by getting in shape. And choose the destiny that you are called for unapologetically. Those are the 3 rules. Off the dome, as usual, there's no script here. I'm speaking from the heart. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Literally, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And if you resonate with this, hit the subscribe. You're a legend. It's getting dark. Hopefully you can still see me. I'm just speaking like a madman right now. But that was the Chad for the Brother to Brother chat. I think it's episode 9. Hope you enjoyed. Bit of a longer one today. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Peace out.